Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Vinyl Den, your channel for record collecting by record collectors. My name is Nick.
I'm Ian.
And since we're getting really close to the Record Store Day list being released, rumors are it's going to be released sometime this next week. We're going to talk a little Record Store Day 2021. So Record Store Day typically is what? It's the
April wasn't last weekend in
it's
April?
the third Saturday in
Saturday,
April.
yeah.
Unless that weekend happens to be Easter weekend, then it gets bumped up, which happened in
18?
2018. Yeah. So this year, okay, let me go back. So last year, because of the pandemic and everything, they took Record Store Day and split it up over 3 months.
Right.
So August, September, and October, and then of course we had the Record Store Day Black Friday event in November. So originally we thought Record Store Day was going to be kind of like it always is, and was going to be the third Saturday this month.
Right.
So 2 weeks from today. So they decided, because of the fact that there's still an ongoing pandemic, and a lot of places still have a lot of restrictions, that they were going to take Record Store Day and split it up over 2 drops this
Rather
year.
than 3 this time.
Correct.
Yeah.
So,
Which is, I think, better than 3.
So Ian, what's the Record Store Day is going to be this year? It's going to be June. We just looked this up. June 12th,
And July 17th.
July 17th.
I remembered that one because it was last.
So before last year, when they announced the Record Store Day was going to be split into 3 drops last year, or after they announced it, I didn't really know how it was going to work out. I think we went to the Record Store Day in
I went to the
August,
first one, in August, yeah.
and I think that went really good.
Yeah, it was smooth, and everyone social distanced. Everyone seemed cheerful, at least relatively speaking. We were only a month into the quarantine, though, so
Yeah.
it could have had a lot to do with it. Or no, we
No,
were
it
like
wasn't.
3 months or 2
Yeah,
months.
because
into
that was August, so
So,
we were
this
several
year
months
we're going to
into
be a year plus into the quarantine, so we'll see. But
So I think, after looking back on Record Store Day last year, I think I actually liked the way it was kind of broken up and spread out over a couple of different months.
Right.
I think 3 might have been a little too much.
Yeah, that's what
Especially
I think.
since with Black Friday, you really had a Record Store Day once a month for 4 straight months, which seemed like a little bit overkill, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Well, it just devalues it in a sense, I think.
I liked how it was kind of broken up a little bit, though, because obviously I didn't have to drop a whole lot of money. And there's no probably about it. I definitely bought more albums on those Record Store Day drops than I probably would have
If you had to buy them all at the same time.
all at the same time.
Yeah, perhaps. I only went to the one, so I only bought what I wanted. But
So I was kind of interested to see how this year was going to roll out. And I'm interested to see how it's going to work out this year. And do you think do you think it will be as successful as it was last year?
it's hard to say. I think as far as the procedure goes, yes, it'll go probably the same way it went last year. What's going to gauge its success is what's being released.
Yeah,
The releases are going to, it's always the music. It's always about the music.
it is.
So it just depends on what's being released.
I think one thing that could really help the Record Store Day drops this year, opposed to at least the October and November, like the third one, and then the Black Friday drops or Record Store Days last year, was the fact that at least here in Michigan, it was like bitterly cold. So
Yeah.
having it I would much rather do it in June and July, where it's going to be nice. I'll probably make a night of it. I'll probably head out there early and have a good time and kind of chill and talk to other people about records all night long, and just kind of make it a more fun event without freezing to death.
If we're
maybe.
not working, I'll do the same thing.
Well, we're definitely not working the first Record Store Day.
Okay, cool.
So we'll definitely do that one, I
Yeah,
guess.
I'll do that. If I'm not working, I have no problem because I work nights anyway. So
Yeah.
staying up all night is not a problem for me.
I work night-ish. So
Yeah.
I'll definitely go to both Record Store Days, just because
That's what you do.
that's what I do.
Yeah. Any opportunity to spend money.
So yeah, like I said in the beginning, the rumor mill kind of is, at least from what I'm reading and seeing online, is at some point this week it's expected that the list is going to get released. And like you said, that's always the big thing about Record Store Day. And I've been to Record Store Days in the past where I was really kind of underwhelmed by
Yeah.
what was released. I'm really hoping that this year is going to be a great year, just because I felt like there was a lot of really great stuff that got released last year.
Yeah. I was thinking this year might be one of the better years as far as releases go because artists haven't really been able to tour. So they've they've been stuck at home kind of like everyone else.
Yeah.
And maybe they've had time to reevaluate some of their old releases, some things that may have never been released on vinyl.
Or worked on licensing to get some of the older stuff released.
And let's face it, they haven't had much of an income.
Yeah.
Other than streaming services, which I'm sure is not a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they're going to want to try and boost the revenue stream just because they have to.
And Record Store Day is a great way to do that.
So yeah, I'm expecting some good stuff. Hopefully.
Yeah. So yeah, I think overall, I think it's going to be a good plan to at least break it up.
At
like
least
I said,
for one more year.
yeah, and and it might be like this going forward. At least here in Michigan, the third Saturday in April tends to be still on the chilly side. So I've got no problem with them pushing Record Store Day back to June.
Yeah, I think going forward, if they wanted to do just the one day, they'd do it in June. That would make more sense. But I'm sure there's places in the country where in June it's like 115 degrees.
Well, I'm sure, but it's generally not 115 degrees at night. So
This is true.
and at least our record store opens up at like 8:30 in the morning, so it's not that bad. Like I said, I think it's a great idea, at least this year, and see how it kind of goes. I do know we've got a viewer of the show that works at a record store in Kansas City that he said that the Record Store Day was really good for his store last year.
It's good. That's what's important. That's what's meant to be.
That's what's meant to be. Record Store Day is supposed to be a celebration of those independent record stores.
Absolutely.
And it's a day to not only celebrate the stores, but also celebrate some great music. So, like I said, I'm interested to see how that list looks this year, and hopefully there's some really great gems on there. Because, like, I know Ian and I have talked about it before. Prior to last year, it seemed like there was a lot of like live albums and things like that was getting released, and it seemed like last year it seemed to be like a return to form almost, and they looked towards some of those older pressings like the Skid Row Slave Their Grind, which was a huge release last year for Record Store Day. Hopefully we'll see some more like that for this list, but I'm really excited to see it.
Me too.
Well, that's all we got for you this week, guys. Thanks for checking the show out. Drop a comment down below and let us know what you guys think of this 2-drop system that they're going to be doing this year, and what albums you're hoping to see for Record Store Day. Because I'm really, I didn't really want to get into the prediction game because it's really a crapshoot.
Well, we'll do a whole video on the actual list.
Yeah, once the list gets dropped, we'll definitely do an episode about it. But like I said, let us know what you guys think. Make sure you give us the old thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below.
Ding ding on the bell. Notification.
Hit that bell. And that's all we got. Until next time.
Talk to y'all later.
Keep on spinning. Peace.